Three steps to better relationships. Three steps to better relationships. It's the text, the talk, and the takeaway. Here's the text. Acts 17:28. You've heard it before. Hear it again for the first time. For in him we live, move, and have our being. For in him we live, move, and have our being. Three steps to better relationships. Now, in order for you to grab a hold of the fact that you want better relationships, you have to start with your first relationships. Let me give you three things that I need you to grab a hold of so that you can understand, what do I need to do to get to better relationships, no matter the relationship. That begins with your first love. That's the first thing. Put it right there in the chat area. Your first love is God. Genesis 2:7 says this: the Lord God formed the man and breathed into his nostrils. Your first love is God. God is your first love and brought life into you. And when you understand that, then you can understand how to get a better relationship. Hold on, it's going to come together. Here's the second thing, very quickly. The second thing is God is the first one who affirmed your nakedness. God affirmed your nakedness. He's the one that brought life into you. Then God affirmed your nakedness. Genesis 2:25. The man and his wife were naked before God. The man and his wife were naked before God. All right, here's the third thing. We're going to thread the needle here in a minute. The third thing is this: God covers your sin. God covered your sin. Genesis 3:21. After they have sinned, what did God do? The Lord made garments of skin to cover their sin. God made garments of skin to cover their skin. God made garments of skin to cover their sin. Let's thread the needle. Here we go. We oftentimes go after relationships and we end up in bad situations. We end up getting hurt. We end up never raising or getting to the point where someone accepts us because of our lack of understanding the power of the first relationship. If you don't get the first relationship, your first love is God. He's the one that blew life into you. You looking for somebody to breathe into you, to bring life into you? It will never happen until you understand God is the first one that did that. And it is in him that you will live, move, and have your being. You will never be the whole person to bring to anybody else until you understand the affirmation of God's love in you at the beginning. He breathed life into you. You want that man, you want that woman to breathe some life into you? It will never happen until you understand God is the first one that did that. It is in him that you live, move, and have your being. Here is the second thing is, you got to understand this. God is the one that affirmed your nakedness. We are always so concerned about somebody seeing us naked. Now, I'm not just talking about physically naked. I mean, we got some concerns about that too. But I'm talking about who you really are. When you are completely naked, when it's just you. You know what? What we do many times is we hide those things from people because we feel as if they will reject us if they ever saw our nakedness. The nakedness of what we think, the nakedness of what we do, the nakedness of what we watch, the nakedness of where we go, the nakedness of who we connect with. We said, if you ever see that about me, you may never ever affirm me or want to be in relationship with me. And God said, look, I've seen your nakedness. I've seen your nakedness, but I still affirmed it. Here's the third thing that we can thread the needle in order for you to grab a hold of your relationships goals and how to have a better relationship is this. You've got to grab a hold of the fact that there is going to be times when you mess up in a relationship. That you are not perfect. And our concern is that after I mess up in the relationship, will the relationship sustain? Will it maintain? Will it continue after the sin in the relationship, whatever that sin may be? God says this: I love you so much, I'll cover your sin. I'll cover your sin. It's not that it's not going to have some problems or effect on us. But until you grab a hold of these three steps in your original organic relationship, you will never be able to have or sustain a relationship outside of this. Now, we're going to add more to it as we go on in the week, but I need you to grab this takeaway this morning. Your first relationship goal is to be in relationship with the one who first loved you. All relationships flow out of that relationship. Let me say that again. Your first relationship goal is to be in relationship with the one who first loved you. All relationships flow out of that. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. Come on, let's walk together this week in relationship goals. Share the manna. Don't keep it to yourself. Share the manna. The Lord be with you. His face shine upon you. Give you peace. Bye now.